Hello, Lanny here from Enablement, and in this video we are going to have a look on a really good email that was handwritten, manually written by an SDR, and that post went viral on LinkedIn. It was like, hey, it's a really good email. Now it turns out this has been written manually, as said, but you can actually write this exact email at scale using AI and automation. And in this video, we're going to show you how to do that. So first of all, what do we need to do? We need to have a look at the email and see why it's good and what elements are actually being dynamic, i.e. what do we need to use AI for. So if you look at that here's the email. Matthew reading a job description for the BDR role you're hiring for. Okay, so we need to know the BDR, the job title that is mentioned in the job description, right? So we need that. The job description specifically mentions cold calling, CFOs, and VPs of finance. So we need to have something that's quotable. Now, then the email making inferences. So basically, hey, based on my observation, I think that's the case. And now he goes, so this is the signal. Now he goes into the problem. The issue for a lot of teams is low connect rates. I've called finance leaders, so this is VPs of finance, so it's direct connection here. So that's also dynamic. I've called finance leaders before, and it's not easy. I spent hours dialing just for a few combos. Now, that's now he basically pinpoints the implication, the impact of the problem. So he really follows the SPIRE messaging framework as well. So it's not easy, just dialing for a few combos. Now he introduces the remedy to the pain. So his value proposition. Nook offers AI to remove the tedious part of calling. We helped Seismic and I solved 5 extra combos without enduring out of voicemails and ringtones. So he just really good value proposition. He says basically, hey, look, here's what we actually do, the gain that you have. Here's the pain we remove, and here's some social proof. Really good. Worth taking a peek. Soft CTA, best practice. And now it's like, hey, appreciated your email delivery post. Happy to reach out to connect you with our email deliverability consultant. Let me know. Cheers, and then signature. Right. So everything best practice. Now, we identified what we actually need to create dynamically. It's actually not that much. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 points. The rest is just really good copywriting. So proofs again, if you don't have your basic copywriting and your targeting and your messaging down, the whole AI game will not really help you to boost your results, right? Like otherwise you're putting just lipstick on a pig, as we call it. So, but now we know what we want to write. And we can go into clay. So this is basically the clay puzzle, as we call it internally. So what we have here is a table of 50 job descriptions that are hiring for BDRs or SDRs right now. Now, how did I get that? There's essentially 3 ways you can do that. LinkedIn obviously has that data. Well, you need any data platform, so LinkedIn is one. Other platforms could be like Indeed or any other job platform. And then you can use Phantom Buster. It's a bit complicated because you have to link multiple Phantom Busters together to get it from LinkedIn. Or you can use Appify and then scrape Indeed, like use a predefined actor there and then send it directly into Clay. Very easy to do. Or lastly, you can use Bardeen and create a deep scrape, which is probably the technically most challenging one to actually do. So I would resort to Phantom Buster or Appify to do that. Now we have, what do we have here? We have the company URL, we have the company description, we have the job description, we have the job title they're hiring for. Now this is a bit of a mess. I can't really make a short, nice statement out of it. So I need to normalize that. I do that with OpenAI. Then I also need, because I don't have the company domain, so I needed to enrich that. There's multiple ways to do that. And then we need the snippet, the second part here, right, like the cold calling mention. here you can see there's an alarm button. That just means, hey, this needs to be adjusted if you want to use it for yourself. Because the prompt here says, like, hey, find mentions with cold calling. Obviously, if you have a different value proposition, please adjust. So now there's instances where there's just no mention of cold calling. So then there's no response. So this is technically empty. How are we going to solve for that and still reach out to those people? I'll show you in a minute. Then, yeah, in the job description, you specifically mention cold outreach, specifically mentions cold call, emails, and social media. So it's perfect, and it's that cheap. It's not even a cent. Now, then the next part is, well, who are they calling, right? So we have here who they're calling based on the job description and the company description. Now we need to find contacts. That's also something you actually need to have adjust for yourself. Right? Like just put in sales leaders, but it's way too broad. We get like 7 people in some instances, so it's way too many. So you want to filter that down to like 1, 2, 3 maybe people that make sense, and maybe you want to have like for very senior like C level, and then for like manager level, head of, VP level. So you want to maybe have 2 here, but for the sake of example, let's keep it simple. Then we normalize the name, right? So you don't have any Alex C. dot or Alex I'm hiring, blah, 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 like these type of things, or emojis. You just get rid of that. So you want to normalize that. And then, so let's just make sure this one looks nice. And then we actually have everything else. We just need the post. And we need to make sure like it's somewhat sales related, like if it's, I don't know, as you may have seen lately, like someone posted about their engagement. Yeah, exactly. So you don't want to have these posts. So we excluded them again. It's no response if it's not sales related. So I posted about feedback tools. Basically to our internal product feedback expert. I can do that, or to our internal Salesforce expert. Now, obviously, here again, you want to give the air some do's and don'ts, like topics to talk about, topics to not talk about. Which is also why you have here the alarm sign. So you need to adjust that. Now, what does the finished email look like? Usually I would just put that together in SmartLead or any email sending tool you're using. But for the sake of example, I've actually created it here. So, hey Alex, reading the job description for the SDR you're hiring for, mentioned specifically cold calls, emails, social media. So I'm guessing there's a focus on booking meetings on the phone. Now, it's exactly the same copy here. I've called restaurant managers before, so that's again dynamic, and we don't have a PS line because there's no post. Now, it looks like here, Ryan reading the BDR role, because they call it BDRs. Now, conduct outbound prospecting via phone email, so I'm guessing there's a focus on booking emails without the phone, with the phone. Yeah, I saw your tool about feedback tools, help you connect to your internal feedback expert and get the 2 of you connected. Perfect. This is exactly what we wanted. It's exactly the same email. Now, if you don't have any job description, right, basically say, hey, so you're hiring for a BDR, guessing there's a focus on booking meetings from the phone, etc. So, exactly the same what we wanted. Now it just doesn't mention it's not as personalized because it doesn't mention the job description that you read it. Exactly. And now we have to find the email copy. Now all there's left to do is actually find the email. Like we've enriched all of the beautiful things. And now it's all about finding the emails. Clay easily waterfalls through that, and we have the emails. We can then just add that to SmartLead. Custom, basically all you will have to do is the token email, and you will be good to go. Right, so that's table. Now, if you want that table, I've shared the link with you. So all you have to do is to go to that link, copy it to your workspace. If you haven't already, you create a workspace. If you want to, basically, if you sign up for Clay, you haven't already, you get 3,000 credits for free if you sign up to one of the pay plans using the link, and then you can play around with that table. Now, if you say, hey, Lani, fantastic, I this is really, really helpful, but I need a bit more extra help. I need someone to guide me a bit more. No problem. And there will be a link. You can just schedule a 15-minute conversation, tell me about the problems, and then I'm happy to point you in the right direction. All right, gentlemen, this is it. Looking forward to hearing some feedback from you, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.